Hello and welcome back to another episode of Mortal Shell 2. Today we are going to be clearing out the Hag's Path and making our way towards the Ruins of Nochte. First things first, I am going to switch back to Rahu. It's because he's what I have leveled up. Then we are gonna run right on out to the bridge with the halberd guys, and we're gonna jump off to the right, as it is the fastest way to a jump gate that will take us where we need to go. Can we drop down here? No. Drop down here. Or we miss. So we'll just do a quick quit the menu there. And this will put us right back at the beacon. Like it never even happened. Just go ahead and try that again. There we go. First try. Nothing out here. Just go ahead and jump on over to this island here. Alright, scratch one demon sheep.
Oh, another follower? I suppose you're wanting to become a man of the cloth? Well, drop your offering in the pile. Well, some say nothing is the best gift of all. Now take a sip, mate. Relax. And leave me alone. That's the, path to enlightency. Ah, imagine this. Nowhere to go, no one to be. Just let life pass on by. Go ahead, try it. Over there. Anywhere but here.
And we can sit down here. We'll come back and do that maybe as the outro. We'll head on into this chapel. Got some gold. Got a thing to read. But more importantly, a dungeon. Trying to parry those guys on stairs is really wonky sometimes. So here we have another dungeon with the illusion gates. Personally quite like this one. Here we have a fake wall on our left. Not right. Okay, so we are gonna drop down into this hole for the item, but as we can see, we have a thing we need to push. This opens up our objective, but we cannot reach it. And we have an illusion gate up here. We'll go ahead and drop down here. Get our Ventrium. And get rid of the snake. Worm. I don't know what these are. I think they're worms, because they have, stubby little feet things. And as soon as we find a beacon, I'm going to go back to the keep and level up my infusions so that we have a permanent bleed buff. Okay. So here, we're gonna shoot this bell through the gate, and that will raise this platform. Can walk through the gate. Hit our thing, and, it's blocked. So we'll just go right on back through the illusion gate, and look at that. A shuddering stone. Projectiles generate knockback shockwave on impact. And Lavender's robe for our squishy mortal form. Hit some more dorsolite through that invisible wall there. And that is it for this dungeon. Still kind of a brutal transition. Get some ladder right there. And we can see the area that we are going to be exploring. Game was crashing again. I just saw a guy on the right stand up, so we're gonna wanna be a little careful. Use the terrain to our advantage. Is this gonna hit, or am I gonna get stuck? It did hit. Not who I wanted it to hit, but it did hit. Chucking rocks at me. Get some gold, and now it's chucking rocks at me. Alright, so we have a few different ways we can go. Right down there, we will be picking up another shell in just a second. Just need to make sure that I am going where I need to go. Okay.
Come on, Joust.
Go ahead and get ourselves poisoned for funsies. And this little puzzle here requires a blood sacrifice in each of these little depressions. So there are 2 ways you can do it. Kill something inside of it, or make your own, or use your own blood. And I like my blood being inside my body. Yeah. Did not count. Okay. There we go. So now that is full of blood. We just repeat this for the other 2. Or, you know, get sewing machines. That works too. Wait, is it? Can I just inhabit him? Oh.
Like my brothers,
Yes.
I was a hypocrite. After yet another night of debauchery, my reckoning finally came.
Oh, don't I look silly now?
I woke up battered, broken, and for the first time, she spoke to me. Matka. She told me what I must do.
Brother Smert, join me.
Have you ever spoken to her?
I pray each day,
And?
I am a humble vessel of Matka's will, as are you.
Well, I spoke to her for the first time. Truly, I can show you. But it will be unorthodox. Tell me, would you strike a brother if Matka willed it?
This is absurd, Brother Smert.
Is it? Strike me.
I will not indulge your madness.
Fine. Then I will encourage you.
Stay your hand, brother. Or else.
Or what? Will you punish me?
It's mad or not, I will humble you, Brother Smert. Is this what you wanted?
It is, in fact. Yes, that's it. You've done it.
What do you mean?
I hear her. The great mother, Matka. She's here. She says I must humble you to too.
So we'll go ahead and show off Smert. He revolves around playing at low health. His ability stops time and pulls out his fists. Enemies that are frozen will take all of the damage inflicted while time stopped after the effect ends. And apparently we only need 2 here. Go ahead and loop around. And let us go get the map of this area so we can orient ourselves a little bit better. So from Smert's prison altar, we'll head left and down this little hill. We will not head up that hill just yet. We'll clear out the swamp first. Pick up Devout's Chalice in this cave. And we will go talk to the fish. So here we can make offerings. And if you offer enough gold, something happens. There's another NPC who does the same thing, but for Gloom. But we kind of need our gold right now. So we'll go ahead, and once we get out into the swamp, hug this left wall here to kind of avoid the enemies right now. Just run over to this beacon. Go ahead, before we pick up the map, show off Smert's ability. Sacrifices a bunch of health. Freezes time. Enemy takes all the damage when it ends. And every time he hits something while they are time stopped, he inflicts chaos, which will apply a random debuff. In this case, we got burned. And if we want to extend the ability, we have to manually end it, actually. Go ahead and freeze time again. And I'll just let the timer run out. My health will start to drain. When Smert is low health, he gains a ton of bonuses. He is quite the interesting character, but we're not going to be using him much because he kind of revolves around punching things and not using a weapon. So we'll go ahead and cleanse his beacon. This wall is fake. We'll go right on up these stairs here. This is why they put the tentacle here. You want to shoot the side of the platform. And that will knock the bridge down. Apologies if I am speaking a little slowly today. I just woke up and my coffee hasn't had time to do its thing yet. And here we get the Hagstone. It is an infusion for our sidearm. It applies poison. And here we're gonna go ahead and get some energy here. Just walk into this fight with a bit more prep. And by prep, I mean bullets. Alright, not too bad. Can cleanse this corruption, leave, and head back to the keep to get our upgrades.
Find anything. A missing piece, perhaps. Eager to please her, are you?
Alright, and now that we have our infusion all the way leveled up, we can see that our weapon is just bloody. We don't even have an option to apply the infusion anymore. Since we're here, go ahead and use the Bloom Siphon. And we can see if there's any other... Yeah, we can go ahead and throw that on. Just so we can level it up. Okay, that's kind of all we can throw on right now. Yeah.
I'm at your command. I am
How many glimpses do we have?
Harbinger.
Ugh.
What is that? A worm. Were you inside me? Die. What was in that man's heart? Look at you. Gragu. You're not real. And you are. You think you're special. You're nothing. Not a man, not a beast. Just an insatiable worm.
We'll go ahead and take a look at our upgrades here. Probably that. We are a little tight on shell points at the moment. We need 1,100 or 11,000. Go ahead and teleport to the outskirts of Nochte. We will grab our map. And we'll be off to the races. So we can see it's just up there. Go ahead and head to the left. Now you can see we're just putting out Blood Curse and we don't even have to spend mana on it. We'll grab that stuff in a sec. Just want to get the map first. Alright. So first let's do a little bit of cleanup. There we go. Now we'll go ahead and walk on over here. Get it off? Yes. No? Oh yeah, that's healing for a decent amount now. laterite. I see one of them skull things. We can just kill it. Probably should have upgraded my weapons while I was at the heat. But our damage is still pretty fine. Oh, that didn't kill. Now the rest of our stones have leveled. There are mushrooms kind of scattered around the swamp. I'm probably going to miss one or two of them. We got another frog. Just dive bomb it and see, we almost one-shot it. Go away. Afford to trade a lot of damage because we just have infinitely respawning healing. Or replenishing, not respawning. Makes us very, very tanky. Get more laterite up this this little ramp here. Now we're just gonna cross the river here. Replenish our healing. Some more mushrooms. Okay, this has quite a few enemies, so we're gonna play this a little careful. Okay, so he's buffing. We can pull them around this corner, then we don't have to deal with as many at once. Nice and easy. Got rid of one of the frogs. It's going to make our lives a lot easier. Traded a bunch of damage there, but once again, that Roger is really good. Really good sustain if you can keep killing things. So we can afford to play this a little reckless. We're gonna get poisoned here. That's a lot of poison, actually. So down here we have a jump gate. This will take us back over to that swamp area. I believe that's where this one leads. Take a quick look-see once we kill these tables that nearly one-shot me. That was kind of terrifying. Ooh, 2 more tables. One more table. Yeah, so that takes us down to the bottom of that little flooded area where we got the lever for the gate. No reason to go back over there just yet. Instead, we are going to make our way, well, work our way out of this swamp. Still a couple things we want. Get a Ventrium up from this individual's porch. To get in here, we just bust down the wall on bust down the side wall. Go ahead and open the door and head on into this dungeon. So now that I have some tar stones, I think I'm gonna leave that equipped. That one's almost ready. No, I can't equip any others. I believe. No, I can't.
On your
Overheal a little bit, because I would like to generate more healing. We can't do that if we're full on full on healing items. Ventrium and a whole bunch of money. Nothing too special. Mark it complete. And so this is the where we fought the big group of enemies with the 2 frog ladies. I'm gonna come over here. Ventrium. And we are gonna head up through this gate. What? Okay. Apparently if you use Gragu's punch into a repostable enemy, it will just do the riposte instead. Alright. So from that entrance, we can grab some items there, and we have this illusory wall right here. This will net us another tar stone. In this case, the cleric stone. Gives us a special heavy combo finisher. We will eventually throw that on. I just want to get that other one leveled up first. Get a synaptic vessel here. This one for I forget. No. And here we can pick up another laterite, and we'll just make our way back around. Unfortunately, there's nothing hidden behind the waterfall. Okay, hop up here. Hang an immediate left. Next up, we are gonna try to pick a couple of these. Well, we're gonna kill all of them, but we're gonna try to fight them one by one, because we don't want to just get flooded with projectiles. That's that, and then we'll charge a punch. There is another one on the other side of this building. So now that this area is nice and clear, we can wander around and pick stuff up. Throw down this drawbridge. We will come back to that. There's another way to get over there, and there is stuff to pick up. So we can come over here. Oh. My frames dropped and I got whacked. This game does have a couple of performance issues, especially when you are also recording at the same time. Well, so just take this opportunity to return to the keep and upgrade some stuff. And then we'll just run past everything to get our money back. No big deal.
Welcome back. You find eager to please her, are you?
So we are absolutely going to level up that, the melee crit. It is just a damage increase for basically all of our weapons. Except the sidearm, obviously.
Praise be, Harbinger.
And before I forget, level up the weapon. That should help us keep up or get a little bit ahead of the difficulty curve. Now we're just gonna sprint past everything. No need to fight it. Just picking up some mushrooms along the way. And right here we will pick up another mushroom or two. And book it through the gate. And since there's a jump pad on our way up, we're basically going to lose all of our pursuers as soon as we get to it. Like, even these guys. No longer a problem. I'm just gonna probably do it. I'm trying to charge my punch here. Stuff's right here. There is not really anything over here at the moment. We will be back over here once we move around. So this jump gate will take us up there. And here is the other side of the drawbridge. But for now, we are... Oh, right. Could have gone up there. For now, we are just gonna go back on up to this little ruined chapel. You guys. Oh, it didn't kill him. Push this button on the side, can open up the wall. And head on into the dungeon. Through this waterfall and get absolutely jumped by this halberd dude. He is no match for us. Coin of Mammon for 500 gold. Market is complete. There's nothing behind that waterfall either. Tar spores, and now our tar spores give poison mitigation proportional to tar stones found, or tar spores. Here we have an arena full of annoying bat enemies. Sidearms are very effective at killing them. And rob some graves here. Which ones are these open? This one open? Yes, it does. So we can see the chest that we looted earlier. No need to go down there. This will take us over to this busted up bridge. Oof. Oof. All right. That's what happens when you don't parry properly. You kind of get destroyed. So this time, we're just gonna we're gonna sprint right through this swamp. And up this hill. This is gonna take us back to where we were a lot faster. And these guys really won't follow us. So as long as we don't die to their rather slow projectiles, we will be fine. I am going to clear these out because I'm worried about just getting obliterated. Okay, we can heal. Gonna drink a moonshine and just use the Shrike Stone. And this will take us back to the Martyr's Tomb. So there's Widow's Overlook, and there's where we fought the Arbiter of Flesh. You can go ahead and jump back over. So if you wanted to get here very early, that's the route you would take. And there are reasons why you would want to come here early. There are quite a few good to arguably the best tar stone in the game here in the duality stone for dual wield weapons. Which we will get to in a little bit. So here we have a camp full of enemies. Man is moonwalking. I'm getting stuck on stuff, which is never fun. Parry him. See if we can get a charge off. No, he's not dead. Alright, that got a little sketchy. Why? Upgrade materials. And, don't fall in the hole. You'll die and be sad. Here we have our jump pad that will take us to the other side of the drawbridge. And we don't want to go around that corner because there's a dude chucking boulders, and we really don't want to have him chucking boulders with these explosive pots around. Okay, so now we'll head through. Give him the business. And we will... Oh, okay, we did not, in fact, separate them. Alright. So we have a path we can take on the left, but we're going to grab this beacon first. We will level up. Cleanse it, and then I believe I have tar stones I can upgrade, but I want to cleanse it so that we can teleport back to it. Now, we're not going to hop into the gate just yet after we cleanse this. We will clear out the area first. I'm kind of surprised I got that one. Before we drop down into this area, we are actually just going to use some moonshine so that we have pretty full resources. This guy can be real nasty. And we are just going to rip our Shrike Stone immediately, because I want him on the ground. Hopefully we can get a charge back. Yep. Okay. This dude does a lot of leaping slams with a really good tracking and having good damage. Did we get the voltaic stone? Good damage and stagger is very important to making sure that he dies. It also helps that our weapon is pretty upgraded for this point. But yeah, if you come here early because you want stuff that's in this gate, he can be very, very deadly. He kind of stun lock you, and pretty much all of his attacks are going to two-shot you. We'll go ahead and level up. I am actually going to return to the keep because I would like to level up my infusion. It's probably not super necessary to level up this particular infusion, but I want to.
You find anything else out there? She could do a lot more if we fixed her up.
So now we're going to head to the Noctian Gate, and I'm going to check my map really quick. Okay. First things first, we can just drop down here. We are not going to open that gate just yet. We are going to head into this dungeon. So just behind a gate. Okay, so we're gonna hit this button here to open the gate. And push the stone. Nothing real complicated here. Ow. Always check your corners. If you don't check your doors and corners, that room will eat you alive. We have a really big version of one of those spider things. And we get our duality stone. This can only be used on 2 weapons, and good God, does it make them insane. It basically adds an extra hit to your light attack combos, which translates to double your damage. So we can see right now it's only the first hit, the first attack in the combo, but you can see it hits with both weapons. It's absolutely crazy. If you were using either one of those weapons, you are just going to equip this stone and forget that this slot exists. Very, very, very... I forgot he spawned. Go ahead and punch him. Is the gate still making noise? It's just an audio. Okay, that's just an audio bug. I'm gonna go ahead and drink the moonshine. I want access to a punch because we're gonna go through the gate with this halberd dude, and there are quite a few enemies in here. And I kind of want the dude with the halberd to be gone. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. Gonna grab some more common moonshine. Got some more enemies here. Nothing a good right hook can't fix. The burn infusion, not particularly impressive on the nail shot, as it does not apply as many stacks of burn as you would like, despite it firing a multitude of projectiles. It really only inflicts like 2 stacks. So it's the bridge we came over on. Wait, is it? Yeah. Alright, so we can see that guy up there who is not chucking stuff at us for some reason. Alright, that should... I believe that's everything down here. There is a second dungeon in this keep. We're gonna go ahead and go back on up the elevator to the beacon. We can just rest to replenish stuff because we're good. Yeah, it'll be fine. Alright, so we don't want to drop down just yet. So we can go across this here wall for some more moonshine and upgrade materials. Now we can drop down. First things first. Fall down. unfortunately, we're gonna have to kill like all of these enemies because we're gonna need to wait for the elevator. Alright, that was a little unfortunate. And resting kind of screwed me there, because... Oh yeah, you can close that gate. I guess we didn't need to kill him. Resting kind of screwed me there, because I fell down into all the respawned enemies. But that's just how it is sometimes. Oh, right. Sending this elevator down doesn't work because for whatever reason, the doorways stop you from leaving. I don't know why, but they do. It's like the one elevator in the game that you can't do that on, and I really don't know why it does that. Might be because the doorway is just too small. Oh, I actually got 6 fire on him that time. Feels very inconsistent trying to hit things with the, with fire on the nail shot. Alright, now these enemies, we will see more of them much later. They are basically pure spellcasters. They do a lot of lightning. And they have this really brutal beam attack. So here we just wander across. So they have that. I guess we're coming down here now. I just cannot stay on bridges today. Okay, so we're just gonna try to get some space, crowd control a little bit so that we can not get surrounded and die. We got 2 of them. Okay, that's 3. And the rest seem to have aggroed. I'm okay with trading there because we have a lot of healing. We can go ahead and strike stone the tree. Okay. And we'll go poke around for items while we are down here. No illusory walls. No illusory walls. Do a quick comb of the perimeter. Get Ventrium. I don't know if that's supposed to be a well or a gallows, and I don't think I want to know. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be a... I don't actually know. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be a well, though. Go ahead and deal with these two. We one shot? Almost. Once again, I'm okay with trading you to enemies because I have a lot of healing. Alright. Okay. That works too, I guess. Alright, so that beam attack is very, very lethal. Thankfully, these enemies are relatively squishy. But that beam attack will absolutely kill you dead. We can just sprint across. Always check your corners. Or don't. We get a revered gland. So now that that is complete, we will head on back to the beacon. Since we have not rested, everything is in fact dead still. Just gonna double check that I grabbed everything. Yes. Alright, so coming up here, we have these two going at it. I want them on top of each other for my Craigstone to hit both. And it appears her AI broke. Or his AI broke, I'm not really sure. Their AI broke. We have left. Go through these boxes. can get a little bit of a cryptic note. Now, this area can be kind of brutal. What we don't want to do is aggro those little dudes in the alley. We will go over there, but we do not want to aggro them right now. Okay, now we can go deal with them. Just Shrike Stone them. Take a look at that in a second. It is our PP item for Blood Curse. Nothing stand out. We gotta just get some money. Fortunately, there's not really much up here. Go ahead and heal up. And walk into this courtyard. So we are kind of tempting fate with these barrels, but I do want to blow up that... I do want to blow something up with them. Or I'm not going to. Okay. Perhaps we won't mess. Perhaps we will not mess around. Now, since we have died as a Gragu, we have no healing item. Which can be relatively easily remedied by killing things. That is something to be aware of when you're fighting bosses with him. Is you won't have any healing items, but you can gain a ton of crit. While you can gain a ton of crit while you're out of the out of healing items. I think we're just gonna go ahead and walk past this. I don't think we need to get involved here. As long as those things didn't get aggroed, we will be fine. Okay, so we're just going to run in here and Shrike Stone this thing. Just get rid of it. The other two enemies in here are, while not harmless, much less threatening. If we shoot that barrel, that stack of barrels, it will knock down the statue. we can take the statue up for Ventrium and a whole bunch of Iron Maidens. I just heard one of them open. Most importantly, we get a revered gland from coming up here, and we get another beacon. So we are going to revitalize and pretend that these guys don't exist. You're not have enough to level. So we'll just go ahead and cleanse. Now this area is actually entirely skippable. I wound up going, not even seeing this area past the statue on my first playthrough. We are going to Strike Stone basically as soon as we come out of this animation. And we're going to do it again. I really want this dual sword user gone, as it is by far the scariest thing there. We're just going to put some distance, do a little crowd control. We are taking quite a lot of damage here. Oh boy. Just heal up. Re-engage. Alright, a little sloppy. But we came out just fine. Gotta look around. Nothing to see here, so we'll just go ahead, cleanse, collect. Come up these stairs here. Who would have thunk a 9-barreled shotgun was rather ineffective at medium ranges. Just kind of made a complete mess of that. Get some extra room. Alright. Getting stuck on a corner. Okay. Aha. And this is where a situation where having free aim would help a little bit. Because I need to hit that. Do you mind? Could you stop shooting me through a wall? I need to hit the rope on the side, and I can't do that because there's an enemy eating my targeting. Oh, you're not dead. Oops. Alright. Pretty simple, but slightly annoying segment there. Just gonna... Okay, we definitely could have died there. We'll go ahead and blow those up. Come on up here. Okay, can we get cheeky with this? Yes. Maybe. I think we can, actually. Okay, we'll go check that out in a second. We have an elevator there. Wait, this is not... Huh. Now I'm confused. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and hit up this elevator. You can tell I'm not particularly experienced with this area. Just in case, we are gonna send this down. Ventrium, and we have a roly-poly. Who, because we sent the elevator down, has died. Alright. So we are gonna cleanse this beacon here. And then we are going to hop back over to the beginning. Because there is another section to this gate. So we need a button. And we have found a button. But not the button we were looking for. So we're gonna go ahead and pop some of these barrels. So that will clear out the room a little bit, crowd control some enemies. Okay. The Ball Knight is still kind of flailing around. Alright. That room can be a little nasty if you just blunder into it and decide to fight it heads up. You can very easily get exploderated. So now we are back at the start. We have another room in which the gate has locked behind us. However, we have our Strike Stone, and this isn't really full of anything too threatening. And it still isn't full of anything too threatening. Try not to fall into the pit of doom and despair and evil and despair. That is probably the button we are looking for. We get the Squall Stone. Projectiles spin in place for a duration after hitting their target for the Tribute Shacks. Not really much else in this place. So we'll go ahead and head on. Cannot afford a level up. So we are going to return to the keep, and we will level up Gragu and any tar stones. We will grab the second route through this place, and then we will fight the two bosses, and that is where we will end the episode. So I want him at level 3. We'll watch that probably next time, because this one is already getting kind of long. Where is... Yeah, this gives you 60% critical chance if Gragu is out. So, you know what? We'll go ahead and level that up. $13,000. Can't do that. And this is going to be our second major boss of, well, the first half of the game.
Eager to please her.
Just make sure we're prepared for it. Get our Iconoclast leveled up. You could probably afford to level up the nail shot a little bit more. Alright, and now that those two have been leveled, we really don't need to have them equipped anymore, which means we can equip something that actually is relevant. much damage. We're gonna put that. Is there. I don't like how you can't move around in the fast travel map. It makes navigating it a little bit of a pain. Go ahead and head back on into the gate. And we're just gonna kind of blaze through everything, because we've already seen this. And once we get back out here, go ahead and take care of you. As you can see, we're doing considerable damage now. Take you out. We're gonna head on over here. Jeez. We have an illusory wall here. And look at that. We've been ambushed. So if we go through this gate here, that puts us in this nasty looking sewer. The first thing we're gonna do is head to the right and squeeze through this gate for a beacon. We almost have enough, so we are gonna risk it and just cleanse the beacon. Alright, so we appear to have fallen into a pit. Go ahead, step on the snake. And drop down. Snake is probably dead. Very dead. not really much to say here. Just making sure we don't get 1 million poison stacks. This fake? No. Alright, so if we come up here, we cannot get up here. But we can shoot that down. Not that we have to go up there to do that, because we can just hop up here. And it is down. We get a synaptic vessel. Make sure you do not miss that one. We will head back on up into the sewer tunnels. Take a left. Take a right. We can break down this wall and get a ventrium. And unfortunately, there is no illusory wall behind it. Get the Iron Piercer's Stone from the chest. Projectiles pierce through enemies. That's one down. Okay, that was a bit messy and we have to walk back up, but not really too big of a deal. So we can quickly get back up there. This requires a bit of cardio. Cleanse, leave, and level up. We'll go ahead and equip that Iron Piercer's Stone so we can get it leveled up. See an item up there, which we will get in just a minute. Getting absolutely jumped right now. Thankfully, the snake is no one's friend. We'll go ahead and shoot this pressure plate target, whatever you want to call it. We'll head onto this left side and run on down here for our dorsalite, which we have already picked up. We can't go that way, so that just leaves us this front path here. Alright. So we're gonna pick up our dorsalite and head up this elevator to our first boss fight. We're just going to rip Strike Stone, try to pile some damage on. Again. And we gain the Confessor's Keepsake. Consume 60 resolve to charge a sidearm, firing a powerful, devastating shot, which we can show off here. If we hop back on over here, we can see our already cleansed beacon. If you don't have the damage, I guess I probably should have shown off that thing's moveset. We will see more of that enemy later, so it's...
You hear that?
Well, I would much rather show it off now, because you're fighting that enemy now. So here we get the Rupturing Stone. Projectiles that crit deal break damage. They deal fixed break damage, so a high rate of fire is very much appreciated.
The agony. It sounds familiar. I feel guilty, but I don't know why. I must go. You must put an end to this misery. You...
Alright, I will explain this guy. So he's got this overhead stab. If he pulls his head out of the ground real fast, he will do 2 more stabs. There's always 2. Those sweeping strikes is stab, stab, stab. And it does have a hitbox if you, when he pulls it out of the ground. His horizontal sweeps, the third one will be very delayed. And this is just a bug. You could just walk right through those. The game doesn't quite register that you have actually killed that boss. 1, 2, big delay. And sometimes he does a 4th. 1, 2, big delay. 3. 1, 2, big delay. Want to get a couple hits in before we riposte. Now we got big crit chance because we are out of healing. And knock him down. here we have our phase change. Just want to put some damage on him while he changes phases. And if he spins, you can parry each individual one, or you can just Strike Stone or anything else that gives you a ton of invincibility frames. Getting behind him is advised. That Stomp the Unblockable will launch you, and you will probably die. It will launch you into the air and stab you, and it does a ton of damage. And that's pretty much this whole fight. So I will kind of stop explaining what he's doing and focus on actually killing him. Knock him down. Knock him down. Go ahead and punch. We're going to bank up as much energy as possible. Keep him on the ground. Alright, we get, and don't be next to him when he dies, because he will throw a final attack. We get the Captive's Scab Stone, which only works on the Martyr's Blade. It is basically the same as Strike Stone, just for the Great Martyr's Blade. We'll revitalize this beacon, cleanse it. And we will head on back to Marrow Keep.
They say you gave the captive peace. He's free now. You slay I knew.
Alright. So now that we have cleared out that area, we will level up. Can only afford one. And we are going to teleport. We can go to Gloomshade Grove. And that is where we will end today's episode. We will be doing the Sanguine Caverns tomorrow. I hope to see you there. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and if you're feeling especially generous, maybe even subscribe. And I hope you have a good day.